Good morning, students. Today we are happy as we are going to start a new poem. Nowadays, you can see so many countries on the earth. They are different. Their uniform, their living style, their language, their food, all are different. In spite of all these differences, we all are equal. We all are human beings. We all are the same. Here, poet is expressing his views regarding universal brotherhood. He starts an idea, develops it, and makes a conclusion that we all are the same. So let's start the poem. You can see here, No Men Are Foreign, poem written by James Kirkup. Here, I am presenting first of all a brief introduction about the poet James. You can see the picture of James. Now, James Faulkner Kirkup, he was an English poet, translator, and travel writer. He wrote over 30 books, including autobiographies, novels, and plays. He was born on 23rd April 1918 in England and died on 10th May 2009. No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkup. So we can start this poem. Now we can see first of stanza of the poem. We are having different testages and different uniforms, but our body is equal. We are living on this earth equally. So remember, I am starting this poem. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathage. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. The poet is telling us to remember that no one is different or unknown to us, and no country is a foreign one. All of us live upon the same earth. We are wearing different clothes, but we all are the same. The land we walk upon and the earth we live on is equally shared by all of us. So, when we die, we lie down on this earth equally. So, here the poet is telling about the human being, and then it is telling that we all are the same. In the second stanza, he is telling the two aware means those who are different from us, they also too aware of sun and air and water. It means in this stanza, the poet is expressing his idea about all the natural elements. Sun, air, and water is access to all equally. In the same way, we all are equal. We will be tortured or tormented by the cruel clutches of war equally. Now I am expressing this point. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest. By war's long winter starved, their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Every human being is aware and can avail of the bounties of nature, like the sun, air, and water. All of us use it for the same reasons. Their food we eat is provided by fields and trees we plant, and the process is the same everywhere. They also want peace as we want. They also suffer when there is war and other natural calamities. They work like us with their hands as we are doing with our hands. So we all are equal. Now you can see in this picture, remember they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life. They all can recognize and understand. Remember, they have eyes like ours. It means the poet is reminding us that they have eyes like us, wake up and sleep like us, and understand the strength and the emotions. It is the same for them. He tells us that we are not different from each other, and we can recognize this fact that life follows a certain pattern that is not different in the different parts of the earth world. It is essentially birth, growth, and life, and eventually death. So all are equal. Once again, I am telling this one, reciting the lines of this stanza. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. Only love can win all the strength, and all we can make ourselves powerful by the emotions of love. Love comes naturally. So we should remember this one. Let's remember when we are told to hate our brothers. In the next stanza, I am reciting this one. Let's remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, We are hating ourselves. It is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, and condemn. Remember, we would take arms against each other. It means if we are taking arms and if we are going to have a war, then we are harming ourselves. We are destructing, we are poisoning, and we are betraying, and we are disposing ourselves. We should not hate each other. Emotions of love comes naturally. Emotions of love come naturally in our heart and mind, while hatred is dangerous for all. So we should love each other. We must remember that we should not hate each other. We are having a feeling of hate, then we are betraying. We are doing injustice to our own brothers and sisters. We will be blamed for our wrong actions. We are destroying the very essence of peaceful existence, which is very compulsory for all of us. So we should remember this one, and we should love each other. We should not hate, because if we are hating this one, we are hating each other, then we are hating ourselves. Now, in this stanza, this is the last stanza of this poem. It is the human earth that we defile. It is the human earth. It is the earth that we are spoiling. Our hells of fire, because we are full of hate. So we are making it destructive, and dust outrages the innocence. We are spoiling and we are destroying the innocence of air that is everywhere, our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. So you can see here is a picture of destruction. So we should meditate, we should go to peace. Now you can see one more picture here. One saint is meditation. He is meditating and he is peaceful. When we take arms against each other, we are destroying the earth. We are polluting the earth. Hatred, war, suffering, and our wrong actions show our impurity of mind and heart. We live in the same space, so we should live together. The world should be peaceful, and we should live on the earth with peace and harmony. So I have completed this poem. Now you can see some difficult words. We can see some difficult words, so you can see their meanings and write down in your notebook. Strange, unusual, harvest, the act of collecting grains, fruits, etc., starved, to suffer due to lack of food, recognize, to know, disposes, deprive, to take somebody's property, land, etc., defile, spoil, pollute, betray, to deceive, condemn, criticize, to blame, outrage, great anger, insult, beneath, under, innocence, simplicity of heart. Now here I am presenting the theme of this poem. This poem beautifully reflects the theme of humanity in all human beings. We all are same, as we all need same basic needs for survival. So we should not divide ourselves based on nation, creed, caste, color or religion. The poem expresses the belief of universal brotherhood. We all human beings in the world should give up the feeling of narrow nationalism. We all are the members of a single world. Nobody is a stranger. This poem dwells on the concept of global fraternity, brotherhood, and equality. This feeling unites us in a bond of universal brotherhood. We all are human beings with the same features and feelings. We should remember that no man is foreign and no nations strangers, but there is a common element in every human being, and that is love. Hatred for others is an abuse to humanity. So this is the theme of this poem. So we should remember this one, that we should love each other. We should not hate, because hate brings destruction. Now I am giving the message of this poem as the poet has told. This is the message of this poem. The poet believes that war is caused by the false beliefs of people who have ceased to believe in the essential unity of man. They believe that a man hailing from a different country is to be hated and discriminated against. However, the poet assures his readers that man is just the same everywhere. He experiences the same joys and sorrows and has descended from the same ancestors. Therefore, he asks his readers to keep away from hatred and violence and expel them from their minds and hearts. So we should remember, we should not hate, because hate brings destruction. Now poetic devices, you can see this Rhetoric device is metaphor. First of all, metaphor. This rhetoric device is used when a covert comparison. When a covert comparison is made between two different things or ideas. It is used in third line, like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. Poet compares his fellow human beings with his own brothers. In 6 lines also, for fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. Poet compares war with winter, since reduced resources are available at both those sides. In 18th line also, our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocents. Poet compares war with hells. Now, rhyming scheme. There is no rhyming scheme in this poem. This poem is written in free verse. So you can see it is free verse. Simply a direct comparison between two things, like using like or edge. Whenever we are using like or edge, a single body like ours, it means it is simply here. Is earth like this? They have eyes like ours. It is also also an example of simile. Assonance, the repetition of vowel sound in a line or grouping of words, aware of sun and air and water, means here we can see assonance, aware and air. Alliteration, the repetition of consonant sounds in a line or grouping of words, a single body breathage, body B and breathage B, in which we all shall lie. Okay, L, whenever we are told way sound, so it is an example of alliteration. Now, transferred epithet also. This rhetoric device is used when an emotion is attributed to a non-living thing after being displaced from a person, most often the poet himself or herself. In the 6th line it is used, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. It is not the harvest themselves that are peaceful, but peaceful social and political conditions that prevent a shortage of crops or famine and make harvest possible. Now, I am telling about the value point of this poem. The central idea of this poem is that we have same Father, God. As we are the children of God, we should believe in universal brotherhood and we should follow universal fraternity. We all have common right to the earth, a common property. We should not treat ourselves as the citizen of a particular country. We are not special. We all are the same. We should not support narrow nationalism. Instead, we should think that we are the citizens of the world. Wars are not good for us. During war, we suffer, and in peace, we make progress. So we should try to live peacefully. We should try to live peacefully with peace and harmony. Here I am asking you some questions. Now you are able to give the answers of all these questions. How are we responsible for war? Explain with reference to the poem. How are we alike? Explain in context with the poem. Explain are fed by peaceful harvest. Please explain this one also. Now I am giving one extract also. Read the extracts given below and answer the questions that follow. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathage, like ourselves. The land our brothers we walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. Name of the poet of these lines. Name of the poet. On what basis should we not distinguish man? When will we lie in earth? What breath is beneath all uniforms? Which poetic device has been used in third line? So I have explained it. I have expressed all these things. Please try to write down all the answers in your notebook. Now, once again, I am asking you, this is an extract and you can see, once again I am reciting this one. So you can see it is free verse. There is no rhyming scheme. Remember, no man are strange, no country foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathe each, like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. Now this is the end of this poem. Now thanks for watching this video. Thanks and